quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Carr's Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland. So we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Oakland Raiders.
The head coach, they give him full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he'll get it up the middle. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You know, Charles, for a lot of fantasy football players, Week 14 was the first week of the playoffs. You remember back to draft day, Le'Veon Bell being out the first 3 weeks. Do I take him? Do I not? Well, those who took him, they were rewarded in Week 14.
And in a big way, because Le'Veon Bell at Buffalo, 236 yards on the ground, 38 carries, 298 yards overall in the game. The snow didn't affect him. It's not just that he plays in Pittsburgh. Remember his background, Michigan State. He had some cold weather games, some nasty games in Spartanland as well.
Yeah, there's 236 on the ground. Franchise record. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And it's 3rd down. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Sean Smith is absolutely the prototype of what they call the long corner. Tall, plenty of length in his arms, and the ability to bat away passes.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger surveying the field. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. They may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And this one caught by Coates. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown, and Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack able to drop him for a loss of 4. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Now a carry for the veteran. This is D'Angelo Williams. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Roethlisberger looking for Green, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Give to Murray, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Again, it's Murray. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Now Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
All right, here we go. Red, hey, we're going to rally. Rally. Hey, we're going to rally. Rally. All right, here we go. Red, 18.
The play clock's running down. Here's Carr. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Now a carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He hops over him.
That's why you stretch.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
Hey, we're gonna rally. Rally. Hey, we're gonna
They pitch it out to Murray. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray from 17 yards out. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A good pickup there, a 22. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Roethlisberger, incomplete. He was trying to get it to D'Angelo Williams, and it's 3rd and 5.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's
guy,
going on the defensive side?
that's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. So with that, we come upon the 2-minute warning here on the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come out in the pistol. Carr, and that is incomplete. He was trying to hit Jameis Olawale that time, and it's third down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
We ready? Red 18.
On third and long, it's Carr. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. James Harrison in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's the Raider punter Marquette King to kick it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. With it is Brown. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Brown, the lone receiver left. Roethlisberger. That is incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Hayward-Bay. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And now they're in the hurry-up. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A toss to Murray. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Murray, the lone setback. He'll get the football here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. It finds Crabtree for the completion. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second half starts with a run by Murray. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it with Olawale. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Hey, we're going to rally. Here we go. Rally. Hey, we're going to rally. Rally.
They come up in an offset eye. Carr now on first down. Caught left side to Crabtree. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
We ready? Wide 88. Wide 88. Zebra. 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 Check 15. We ready?
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Here's Wolford over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
A run. It's Murray. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Jack Del Rio going to take a chance here. His guys going for it on 4th.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. To throw, it's Carr. Wide open, Amari Cooper. They'll get 19 yards there, and it'll give the Raiders a first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now Carr on the bootleg. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Janikowski bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that can turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things?
It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, 78 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And his kick is right through. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out come the Raiders. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Now Carr. He finds Crabtree for the completion. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they? Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough. Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Hey, we're going to rally. Rally. All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And quickly, they get to the line. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And they're going to speed things up here. From the gun now on third down, Carr. And this is caught, Amari Cooper. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
All right, here we go. Wide at the 8. Wide at the 8.
On play action, it's Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Javon Hargrave. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile.
Here we go. Red 18. Red.
Now Carr. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards.